Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and in today's video, I can't believe it's already time to be picking my April TBR. I have been working very hard in the month of March to actually finish my entire TBR, and I'm a couple days away from the end of the month, and I just have one book left that I haven't finished. So I am hoping to at least start that before the month wraps up. So for April, I just want to read books that I'm excited about. I don't think there's anything that I'm really focused on or really specifically wanting to read. Would love to continue on at least one more series, but let's just pick some prompts and see what the jar gives us. Did I fill this before the last TBR? I don't remember, but I have since gone through all the prompts, refilled this jar. I didn't end up adding any new ones, so if you have any suggestions of prompts that I should put in here, let me know. Let's just jump right in and pick our first prompt. As always, I will be picking 6 prompts, so prompt number 1. Try and get one from the bottom. The most anticipated read. What am I mostly anticipated about? Oh, you know what? I feel like this is the perfect time to put on, what is the newest book? Pucking Wild? No, I think that's book 2. Okay, for this one, I think I'm going to pick Pucking Strong by Emily Rath. This is the 4th book in the Jacksonville Rays series. I've been meaning to pick this up since it came out, I think at the end of last year, and I have just seen that book 5 is, I guess, in the works. It's dated for sometime in 2027. This is a male romance, but I don't know, I've just been craving like a hockey romance, and this would catch me up on another series. So I'm going to put this one on the list. Starting out April with a really long book, but that's fine. Prompt number 2. A title that starts with I. I don't think I have anything on my physical TBR, so let's just go to my Goodreads and sort my list alphabetically. I can't even think off the top of my head of a book that starts with I. I just sorted these alphabetically, and for whatever reason, Broken Dove is coming up first, even before the A's. That's so strange. Okay, and there is actually quite a few. The first on this list being Ice Planet Barbarians. I don't think I want to read that yet. Some of these I don't even remember putting on here. In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. I feel like I'm kind of leaning towards that one. There's also Insatiable, which is the first book in the Edge of Darkness series. Let's see if In the Likely Event is available for my library. It is available. I think we're just going to do this one. I have been meaning to pick up Rebecca Yarros's other books, so all of her like military romances, which she mainly writes outside of fantasy. And I honestly don't even remember what this one specifically is about, or if I even have heard anything about this one, but it's just really calling to me for some reason. So we're going to put this one on the list as book number 2. Prompt number 3. A TBR vet, so something that has been on my TBR for a long time. Let's just go right back to my Goodreads and see what some of the older books on my TBR are. So we have the Robert Langdon series, which I have been meaning to pick up again, but I'm just not quite ready, I don't think. Not really in the mood. Wow, apparently I actually put Wuthering Heights on my TBR June 16th of 2022, and now it's a movie and everyone's like reading it again. For this one, I think I'm actually going to pick The Fame Game by Lauren Conrad. This is like a spin-off series to the Sweet Little Lies series, and I know that once I read this one, I can get the other 2 books on audio, I think, from my library, and I have been meaning to pick this up for a while. This is just a very short, very quick, like 2000s teen drama. When I read the first one, it was a lot of fun. Also, this font is massive, so I feel like I would be able to read this very quickly, and I think it would just be a lot of fun. Get another book off my physical TBR. So I think we're going to do this one. Prompt number 4. A book with mental health rep. I'm trying to think if there are any on the top of my head. I know that Unbound by Peyton Corinne comes out at the end of April, and I definitely want to go and pick that up like as soon as it comes out. And that is one that I definitely wanted to pick up and read basically as soon as it came out. So maybe I'll just pick that one because I want to fit it in anyway. I've been highly anticipating that book for a while. I wasn't originally going to pick it for the first prompt because it does come out, I think, the 25th or 26th of April, but I think it would be a perfect book for this prompt. So I'm going to pick Unbound by Peyton Kern for this one. Prompt number 5. A Brandon Sanderson. I feel like my initial reaction was a lot of stress or intimidation by this prompt, but I am still in the middle of that series that I would like to finish. So I just have the one book left, Calamity. So I'm just gonna put that on here because I'm already in the middle of one of those series, and it would be great to be able to read that and then pick up the last audiobook very soon after, because based on my Spotify hour audiobook plans, I don't think I'll have enough hours, but we'll be able to wrap that series up very soon after, maybe in May. So that would be really nice to knock another series off this list. I think that was the easiest pick so far. So the last prompt for April. A book over 500 pages. Okay, sorting my TBR. The book that has the most number of pages is Zodiac Academy number 8. I can't read number 8. Then we have Alchemized, which I'm not ready to read that yet. So then we have Blood and Betrayals by Jeanette Rose. And I think this has 2 authors, but Goodreads is only showing me 1. And I think this is actually being traditionally published. So I actually have the ARC copy of this from NetGalley. And so I might as well read it and get my review back to them in a short period of time. So let's put a 1026 page book on this TBR, shall we? There are in fact some very good options on here. Basically, we go from like 900 plus pages, and then the next highest is 772. So I just realized that the prompt was only over 500 pages, not like the longest book on your TBR, but that's okay. We're just really overachieving on this prompt, apparently. But those are all of the prompts for April. I really came into this TBR not having any idea of what books I was going to pick or what I was really in the mood to read at all, but I'm actually really excited for this TBR. I feel like it's going to be a good one, although maybe a little bit tricky because there's some long books on here. But this is my physical TBR stack, so let's run through all the books that I'm going to be reading in April, hopefully. First, for an anticipated read, we have Pucking Strong by Emily Rath. For a book that starts with I, we have In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. For a book that's a TBR vet, we have The Fame Game by Lauren Conrad. For a book with good mental health rep, we have Unbound by Peyton Corinne. For a Brandon Sanderson book, we have Calamity by Brandon Sanderson. And for a book that's over 500 pages, we have Blood and Betrayals by Jeanette Rose. Let's see who else this is actually by. Let's get this right. By Jeanette Rose and Alexis Rune. What a TBR. A very vast mix, I think, even though when it started, I feel like I was only gravitating towards romance. I feel like this is going to be an interesting TBR. But that is everything for today's video. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books or what you are planning on reading for April. I would love to chat with you and add to my never-ending TBR. If you would like to find me on other corners of the internet, all of my links are linked down below. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.